live. It's kind of dark and it's raining, so if it's too dark to stay in the van, I will just turn toward the backyard. Well, surprise, surprise. I don't want to show everything. You know what? You're gonna have to wait for the next video. Not even the next video, but the next video, because my next video is about my solar system. I installed the solar system. A lot happened. Guys, a lot happened. It's crazy because, you know, I make a video, but by the time you see the video, I'm already working on another project. So by the time you will be seeing my next video that will go live public Wednesday 6 p.m. Eastern time, you will not know that I've done way more than that, but I'm about to tell you what I'm doing right now in this live. So this week only, just this week, I installed the solar system on the roof, and it's working. It's working, but then I realized that I might need a DC to DC, because when the weather is like that, I don't know, it's gray in real life, and it's not that bad on the video. I don't get it, but when we have cloud, obviously it's not charging. So when I have the money in few months, I might buy a DC to DC, the famous charger one for Blue AT. So basically it's a charger that you plug to your Blue AT, from the Blue AT to the car alternator. So every time the car, the van, is on, it does charge your Blue AT. Because after I plugged the solar to the Blue AT, the first day was wonderful. No, actually the first day it was like 7 p.m. By the time I was done with my project, it was already 7 p.m. So it was not charging. It was getting like 5 to 10 watts. And the next day we had a beautiful day, so it charged the Blue AT, but since I'm only using a 200 watt, it's not enough. And the day after that, it was just raining and cloudy, so it didn't charge much, but I was close to 100% already. Hey there. uh, I'm a mess, look. You know now, because you follow my channel, it's funny because I wear dresses every day, but that's just who I am. You know, I buy my dresses in thrift store, like few dollars. But I want this channel to be as raw as possible, as authentic as possible. So I don't always do my hair, my nails. You know, I don't care. Like right now, I have like gray hair. I dye my hair, but only about twice a year. I did dye my hair last time because someone saw me with my son, and they asked my son if he was on vacation with grandma. That's rough. I don't feel, I mean, I'm an older mom, don't get me wrong, because I had my first child at 21 and I had my last child at 40, almost 41. So I'm another older mom for him, but I was not that old, but I hate to be called a grandma. So yeah, I was saying I'm trying to be as raw as possible, even if I wear dresses, that just because that's the way it is. I don't really like wearing jeans pants, and I live in South Florida. But you know, when I'm on TikTok, because I also have an account on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok, but TikTok is about everything. It's not van life. I don't do van life on TikTok. I just post like random funny stuff about my life every day. But when I'm on TikTok and I see all these women who can't be in front of a camera without like curling their hair, doing a French manicure, and cleaning up their kitchen and stuff, it's like not me. Also, I know how to get clean and I know how to get ready when I go, when I have an event, when I have a party, when I have something, but I don't mind showing myself like on TV. And I feel like when I will be 60, 70 or even 80, or even when I'm gone, that will leave a legacy to my kids, because that's how they see me every day anyway. I rarely wear makeup and stuff like that, but we're a little bit off topic. Let's go back to what I've done this week. So I did install solar system on the roof, and since I was like, I don't know, when you do something, sometimes you're like, well, I did that, now I can do the second project. Since I had the van, I knew that I made a mistake. I bought a kitchen island after I bought the van on the marketplace, and the minute I put the kitchen island in there, I was like, oh wow, that is so high, because I have a low roof. That was so high. I don't really have a countertop, because there was a small space between the countertop and the roof. I could not even place like it's a mess right now because I'm doing a project. I could not even place a kettle or something like that. Hi, Browntown. So I knew from the beginning that I wanted to change that, but I was procrastinating, and I'm like, and it was like screwed all the way into the van. And today I ended up going to Lowe's, and I got this, and it's kind of like, you know, these toys that you give to the kids, and they can put their hands. Can you see? Like, you don't have to change the bit. You can remove all kind of nuts, because this is what it was. I was not able to remove this from my kitchen island, and oh, sorry, the light. I'm gonna end up this video outside, I guess. And now it fits everything. Let me turn on the light, or let me move outside, because I don't know if you guys can see me well. I'm gonna open. It's getting dark, and I've decided to do, okay, maybe that will be better. Yeah, at least the front yard is clear. So since I bought the bit that I needed, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna remove this kitchen that was way too big in my low roof 150 van, and I'm gonna do something. So I drafted a sketch all weekend, and I was ready to go to Home Depot to buy some plywood, some 2x2 posts to make the legs. And I was like, I'm gonna check Restore Habitat for Humanity. So I went there this morning. I had the measurement, I had everything in mind. I knew exactly what I wanted to build, because the goal was for me to build a lower countertop, but with a drawer or a cabinet, so I could make my coffee, put my stove on top. And it's dark now. Look at the mess. See, because I removed like everything from the van. So I will be, hi Andrew, my son's middle name is Andreas. So I wanted to have a lower cabinet, because I can stand in my low roof. So with a lower cabinet, if I have an ottoman or a low seat, then I can sit in front of my new aka countertop, and at least I can, okay, my name is Charlie. Okay, I see. Andrew, sorry, there is a car behind you, see? It's the zoning. A lot of people in my neighborhood are building without permit, and the zoning is on our back. I can't wait to get rid of this house and move out from here, because the zoning is terrible. So yeah, it was not possible for me to cut the kitchen island in half. Obviously it had like doors and drawers, but it was taking too much space. So instead of buying at Home Depot, I found this piece of furniture, but I don't want to show you, because I want you guys to see the next video. Not the next video, the next video is about my solar. That will be the next not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So I bought this piece of furniture. Tomorrow I receive, after I get my jigsaw, I'm gonna cut the legs, and I'm gonna drill it back to the van, and voila, hopefully that will be low enough, so when I sit on the ground like I am now, or when I sit on my small ottoman, I will have access. That will be at the right size, because now if I'm sitting and if I'm looking at the kitchen, my kitchen was there. So it was absolutely useless. So it's been 6 months since I started this journey van life. So I'm like, even this one is high, but this one is okay. And I'm gonna keep it because I love this. You've seen that many times in my videos. It was a picture frame that I liked, and I put some hinges that I'm using as a door, but it's also hiding my water. That's where my water is. It's dark now. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's where my water is, and that's my water dispenser there. So this is definitely staying. And because I have the, hold on, let me get out. I have the Murphy table there. Even if it's high, like when I'm outside, it's okay. And usually I have a small step there, so I'm taller. I'm 5'6", but if I'm on the step, yeah, it's still too high, but it's doable. So as I said, when I make my videos, I do make mistakes sometimes, and it's okay. I'm not making videos to teach you. I'm making videos as I'm learning. Now I'm very curious, Charlie. Why is your name Andrew? I mean, is that your child? Is that your son? I want to. Yes, Pop Pop. Oh, how are you doing? Where have you been? You know, YouTube algorithm has changed, and I'm following an amazing guy from Ozark in Arkansas. His channel's name is Washita Mountain Living. If you want to watch his channel, or the Dog Man, he has 2 channels. This guy has 100,000 followers, maybe more. And like me, he's complaining that YouTube is not properly, sorry, I have a golf cart now, not properly showing his videos to everybody. And right now he's, sorry, we're gonna leave. Oh my gosh, that's a landscaper. And he's boycotting right now YouTube because his income is half of what he was making last year, and that's the same thing with mine. I've just reached monetization. I haven't been paid yet, but my views went from, I had videos that reach 3,000, 7,000, 13,000 views, and my channel was growing, and the algorithm changed the way it was working. The algorithm is showing my videos to people who are more likely to watch my videos to the end when I say always barefoot. So they're not showing my videos on your feeds anymore, which is, I'm very frustrated. But there's one thing that is still good, is my AVD. It means people before, when I had like 5,000 views, they will just click off, like they will click, watch the first seconds and click off. Now they watch the videos to the end, so my AVD is higher, but it's very frustrating because Pop, I haven't seen you for a while, so I don't know if you said that I was not posting. One of my friends told me, oh my gosh, you're not posting videos anymore. I haven't seen one of your videos in 3 months. Yes, I'm posting every Wednesday at 6 p.m. and I'm making some live, so I don't know what YouTube is doing. Pops, I was saying, if you missed it, that I bought this today, and this is to remove all the nuts, all sizes. It's like a gun. And because I had this today, I removed my previous piece of furniture that I had, my kitchen, to rebuild. I'm doing a remake. After only 6 months of van life, I'm changing, like, yeah, not everything. I keep the bed the way it is. I don't want to show you everything because I want you to have the surprise when I make the videos. But there are many things that have changed since the first time that I bought this van, because obviously it's almost a no build, it's a low build, except for the flooring. But I started without a fridge, I had a cooler, then I had an Aldi bag, then I finally bought a Bouge RV, a compressor fridge that I love. But when I was plugging my compressor to my Bluetooth, it will pull all the power, and I will wake up sweating with my fan off. So I'm like, I need some solar system. So this week I put some solar system on the roof. Very easy, flexible solar system that I taped with VHB and Eternabond. You're gonna have to see the video next Wednesday. And since I was like, I was in a good mood, I was like, okay, I'm doing stuff for the van and I'm leaving again on Friday. So I wanted to have more autonomy, and I think it's pretty cool that now I have some solar system. It's not much, it's 200 watt, but except for the compressor, I'm not using much. Pop-up, you say, I was overseas for a few weeks and I wasn't like, okay, but I'm back and will watch all your videos. I enjoy watching your videos. Uh, and I'm changing my style. The video that's coming Wednesday, I've changed the way that I was filming. Instead of using some B-roll, so a picture or video over my videos, I film every day, a little bit every day. So you're gonna see me like one day after another finishing the project, going back into my house. I'm changing, I'm trying some different stuff because some people want to see where I am. Thank you for the heart. Some people want to see where I am. Like, I know personally that when I see a video, when I follow, and I only follow 2 or 3 YouTubers, but when I watch them, I wish sometimes that I could just zoom and see what's behind. So I'm gonna show you what's behind, um, because I know what it is. Like, I have this feeling that I always want to see where my YouTubers are. My son is there, and I'm home. Um, that's that's my front yard, and I have a lot of flowers because I love flowers. I bought this house. I've been living here for almost almost 3 years. On August 9th, sorry, there is a car. Almost 3 years. So there was nothing, and I planted like pretty much everything. We started from scratch, and I also got some free stuff from a neighbor who got rid of all this little stuff there. I used to have a fountain there, but it was always stuck, so I just removed the pump. Oh, we have a rainbow, look. Can you see? Can you send a heart if you can see the rainbow? That's Florida. It's beautiful. That's one of the reasons why I don't like palm trees. These belong to my neighbors. And people from up north, when they come in Florida, they're like, I love palm trees, but it's a lot of work. Look, if you don't clean it up, it's dirty. Mine is clean, but it's not the same type. But I always work in the yard. Like, I work a lot. Let me get out of the van because it's gonna be too dark. My van is right there. Yeah, oh my gosh. I have to show you this rainbow again. Wow. Wow. Do you see that? It's beautiful. I wish I could take a picture, but I'm talking to you, so. How hot is Florida? Today is good. It's been raining. Oh my gosh, we have a double rainbow now. Today is good. Today was good. Today was an amazing day. I was trying to get to my land in North Florida, and it's hot. Like, North Florida can be very hot during summer. I didn't know that, because the first time I discovered North Florida was in December, and it was so cold. My son, my 7 years old son, thought that we were in North Carolina. Sorry, I sat on something. And he called it Florclina. There was a mix of Florida with North Carolina, because December in North Florida was very cold. They have snow sometimes. So when I bought the land, I thought that I would spend more times on my land, on my raw land, during the. I know, I saw, my son is telling me, my other son, my 23 years old. I thought that I will be spending more times on my land, but it's like 90, 95 degrees. I'm near the springs, but today is okay. But I'm leaving on Friday. I'm going back to North Carolina, and maybe we're going, I don't know, on a trip. Where were you, Pop-Pops, when you say you were overseas? Like where? Were you on vacation? Were you on a cruise or something? Um, no, I don't want to add. I have like pop-up. It says add a QA sticker. Now I do what I want. But no, no. Today was a pretty good day, and that's why I worked on the van, because when it's too hot, that too. Last week when I started my project to put some solar system on the top of my van, I sent my son on top of the van, and he got like, it was so hot, he was like crying. He said, "Mom, it's too hot." Oh, you went to Brazil? Oh my goodness. My son and I are learning, because he's homeschooled. He's learning about the Amazonian forest, and because we have Lebowski, my little bird, my conure, is also learning about parrots, birds, macaw, and they are in Brazil. So we're working on that right now in geography, because in the USA they don't really do geography. So I'm teaching him that. And do you have family there, or it was just a trip like that? Like, I'm very curious as to why you went to Brazil, but I think it's really cool. Let me check. See, it's raining now. The rainbow's got, no, the rainbow is still there. You have to see, the sky is something else. It's kind of reddish pink. I don't know. And I don't want to move too fast, and I'm not using my mic. Anne above said that she could not hear me very well. You went for stem cell treatment. Oh, I know all about that. My son Clarence, who is behind, has Lyme disease, and we've traveled the country for 5 years, pretty much after my other son was born, Dove, with 7, and we tried pretty much everything except bivalent therapy, but we've tried many things. I've spent, I don't want to say that on YouTube, but I think I said it. We spent, my husband and I, $600,000 on my home, and that's one of the reasons we are divorced today, because I spent everything that I had trying to save my son. And Pop-Pops, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I don't know if you've heard about it, but I also have Lyme disease, and I had neck pain, arthritis, kidney stones, pain in my wrist. My son has a handicap placard, and you may have seen that in the van. And what helped was cutting the sugar and the carbs, and if I had known that it was that easy. We spent so much money in like crazy treatment, like SOT, stem cell, so many stuff. Again, imagine 600,000 people. Some people will never have this kind of money. It's I sold my house that I had in Palm Beach County, and my husband, ex-husband now, and I, we put everything in treatment for our son. And you might not feel any changes at the moment, right? What did they say? Did they say it's gonna take some time, or but you're gonna have, I'm telling you, not being a doctor, but I know a lot about mold, parasites, and health, because that's what I've done for the past years, and I've gone very far into that, very deep. I've been re-exposed to mold recently, so I've had some symptoms. I had tachycardia. I didn't talk about it on my last videos, but for the past 2 weeks, I had tachycardia, and I was not feeling well. I went to the ER. I think I said that on one of my posts. I ended up to the ER. That was a month ago. My heart rate was going from 70 to 160. I went to the ER, and they didn't find anything. They didn't know it was mold. And since I had a leak, I just removed all the baseboard, and I found mold all behind my bed. I get refined sugar from my diet. No sugar, no bread, no alcohol. Yeah. I made a video, carnivore. It was one of my first video when I created this channel, because I created this channel. It had a different name. I didn't know what I was doing. And I stopped drinking 2 years ago. I became a carnivore in May 2 years ago, so a little bit more than 2 years ago. Not only I lost weight, but I promise you that I'm feeling better, like no processed food. I was not happy at my daughter today, because my daughter, she's my third one, she's 21. She gained a little bit of weight. She's gonna be mad, but she doesn't watch my videos. And I want her to stop carbs and stuff like that. And you know, it's funny because even as a van lifer, now I'm meeting more people, more van lifers that are carnivore or keto. At least that's the keto diet that is truly helping. A year ago, I went to a meeting for carnivore, Meat Talk. It's called Meat Talk, and it was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So not only it's a beautiful place to be, but I met many doctors and influencers online, and everybody was carnivore, and people are healthy, and it's just amazing to be with a group of healthy people, because in America we are so unhealthy, and I talk about it in my video that's coming this Wednesday. I don't want to talk about it all the time because I don't want to confuse the algorithm, and if I want to talk about health, I may have to start another channel, because I know so much about health. I'm doing my own tincture now, like Artemisia, black walnut, green herb, the cloves and stuff like that. I'm doing my own tinctures, and I'm tempted to talk about it every time, but I feel like there are so many people that come to my channel for the van life. I don't want to, I don't know. My dog is barking. My son is right there. My dog is inside, and she sees my son and she's barking. Oh my goodness. But when I have more followers, and I really want people to come for me, not just for my van, because I will be very disappointed if people were only coming for the van, as I always say on my videos. I'm not an algorithm. My life is not about one niche. My life is complete, and my life is about my vacations, my homeschooling journey, my 4 kids. I love gardening. I love making tinctures. I'm French. I have a different background. I became American about a year ago. There are way more things to share than just about van life. And I hope that I can share, because really I know a lot about health. I hope that my 21 years old daughter will listen to me, or at least to her dad. She lives with my ex-husband, who tells her every day to cut the carbs and the sugar. Even the fruits or stuff like that, even if it's natural, it is. I know our grandparents used to eat fruits, but hi Arash, hello mom, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. Even the fruits, if you think about it, our grandparents were eating fruits during the right seasons, and we're not even eating fruits during the right season. So we're eating like fruits in January, in February. So we're completely, like, we don't feed ourselves correctly. And is that my chihuahua? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know. But don't lick me. Hey, Apple. Arash, if you're new to my channel, I'm Caroline, and originally I'm from France, near Paris. I moved to the USA in 2011. Now I live in South Florida. I have a land in North Florida, and I have a van. I bought a van, and I started van lifing about 6 months ago, so I'm going all over the place. And because you just joined me, I want to show you the beautiful state of South Florida. Oh, it's dark now. We had a beautiful, beautiful rainbow, and it's gone. You came too late. And this is the van. Like I said, I'm rebuilding only after 6 months. Can you believe it that I'm rebuilding already? Like, that's my old kitchen that I put there. I did a DNA test to find out my heritage, and I found that my grandmother was 50% French. Oh, wow. My daughter, again, Lucy, the same child I was telling you about, she did a DNA test a few years ago for Christmas. And oh my gosh, that was funny. My husband, ex-husband, is half Armenian and German, so it's the complete opposite. It's a mix for sure. The mama was blonde with blue eyes, and the dad is Armenian, so olive skin. And my daughter had some Romanian, Turkish, Spain, Switzerland blood. Like there was a little bit of everything, but French. Also, my ex-husband is French because he was born in France. He has absolutely no French blood, and I'm French, but my family is from Romania, Jewish Romanian. My grandfather and his siblings were deported during the war. So I'm not religious or anything. I'm just sharing my heritage with you. But I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spirited person, but not religious. I hope it's okay with you. And yeah, if you have to learn how to speak French now, pop pop. Arash say I'm happy, my dear. So we all have, I guess, European background because if you think about it, I don't know where you come from, Arash, but the USA is a pretty new country, even if it's 250 years. For me, coming from France, it's still pretty new. So it was built by European people. And let me turn on the light, or maybe I'm going inside my house. Operation failed. Ah, I can't. They say operation failed. Did you hear that? Did you just hear that? Like unlocked. I promise you, it's my house. I'm just turning on the light. You know, that's the beauty of the life. It's just I'm leaving everything with you. And I'm not using a mic anymore because Anne is the one who told me during a previous video that she had a hard time hearing me. I had a very, very expensive mic, and when I use the mic is losing battery without any warning, and sometimes I'm talking and no more. Iran from my French accent. Um, we had a very big community of Iranian because my last name ends in IAN. And as I said, my ex-husband is Armenian, and he was an antique dealer, and he was selling tapestries, carpet, like, and it's a business like full of Armenian, Iranian. So we are very, it's, our kids grew up in the Iranian, Armenian culture, the food. And if my ex-husband was watching this video, he will just cry now because even his mom, who was from Germany, learned how to cook this way, and it's amazing food, but it's all stuff that I don't eat anymore. You speak some Latin language, so it will be easier to learn French for sure, because I live in a neighborhood with a lot of Hispanic people, and we have the same roots, and sometimes I understand what they're saying. Also, I don't speak Spanish, but Iranian, I mean, it's a pretty tough language, so I'm pretty sure for you it will be easier to learn a language that most Americans. American kids, when they were in school with my kids and when they were learning French, they will always struggle. They will always come back to me and say, it's ruining my GPA. Can you just do my homework? Because we have so many conjugates. English is way easier. Uh, you don't understand what I say. Do you want... Je peux parler français. Oh, what do you mean you don't understand what I'm saying? I have a strong accent. I've been living here since 2011. And you know, it's funny because sometimes I talk to people and they speak Spanish to me, and I'm like, no, wrong language. I'm not, I'm French and I don't speak Spanish, but they get confused with the accent. So, Arash, I'm very happy to see you. What time is it now for you? You Oh no, it's pop-up, sorry, I mixed up. See, I need my glasses, guy. Pop-ups, you say I might study French, I speak some Latin, sorry. Yes, my grandparents were from Portugal. Okay, that's a very interesting country. There are a lot of French people now that are moving. There's a big movement of people that are moving in Portugal to live off-grid, to homeschool their kids because France is not a very, is not a friendly country to homeschool. Can you hear Apple? It's not like America. In America, you can be free and you can homeschool your kids and you can live off-grid, but France is such a small country. People that are kind of like me and a little bit out of the system, even if I still have my house, but you know, I'm trying to sell and get out of this system as much as I can. I have a little heart from Texas. A lot of French people are moving now to Portugal. Portuguese people are just wonderful. It's funny how I started talking about the van and we end up talking about everything. That's just what it is. It's aging, it's the maturity, it's when you've lived so many stuff. As I said, I can't always be stuck in my mind about the van. My life is way more than just a van and a chihuahua and um, are you looking for workers in your country? Well, I'm not a president or I don't have the power to have people coming. It's very hard. It's very hard, Arash, to get a visa. I came in this country on the E2 visa, so we had to invest in a business, and trust me, we came with 3 kids. I have 4 now, and it was very, very hard. It was a long, long, long road. Immigration is very difficult. I came in this country, I'm going to tell you, so see, I'm going off topic from the van life. I moved from France to Connecticut, and I opened a pet store. You always see me with my dogs. My first thing that I had done in America was a pet store named Pet Extravaganza. And the day I put the keys and opened the door to my store, I didn't speak English. So basically, I opened the store and I could not speak English. And I remember the first, my landlord had a store next door and he came to help me for the first days. He had employees and we were friends, so he came, and there's this woman who came in my store with a small dog, and she said, "Do you have diapers?" I could not understand what she was saying. And my landlord started laughing and she said, "Oh my gosh, she wants diapers." 2011, 2012, so she interviewed me and I could like barely, oh, my dogs are leaving, and I could barely speak English. So see, it was a long, long road. Guys, it's very late and I'm gonna have to take my dogs, and they're running out and it's dark and I've been talking to you for a long, long time and I don't want them to attack anybody. My son just left, you see, and the door is open and the dogs went out. So I'm gonna be leaving you and you can watch my next video Wednesday, 6 p.m. and thank you for coming.